Happy Wednesday everyone, I hope you're all having a good week. For once I'm on time with the trend, kind of, still a little bit late but not too late. Let's see what we have today. Hi everyone and welcome to another recipe video, and today we're going to make matcha custard toast, based on that viral TikTok custard toast that everyone's been making. And yes, unlike last week when I made the £1 egg toast about a year too late from when it actually went viral, this time I'm actually a bit more on the ball. But of course, you know I like my matcha, I like my twists, so I'm going to do a matcha twist on this custard toast. So let's go! First things first, we're going to preheat our oven to 180 degrees C. And you might actually want to do this 5-10 minutes before you start, because this recipe is super fast, it's super quick. So by the time you finish the actual toast, you might actually not get the oven hot in time. First, we've got to make our custard, and for that we're going to start with 1 egg. So I'm going to crack this in, and I'm going to give it a good beating. And this is a large egg here. You can also use medium, but best not to go too small. You want a good sized egg for your custard base. And for our creamy custard base, for a traditional custard you use cream, but today, because this is breakfast, we're going to use yoghurt. And I'm going to put in about 3 tablespoonfuls. I'm not measuring accurately. This is probably a little more than 3 strict tablespoonfuls, but it's first thing in the morning, who can be bothered measuring? Unless you're a bona fide baker, of course, and making bread. But we're not doing that here. And to sweeten the custard, I'm going to add 2 teaspoonfuls of sugar. This is just ordinary caster sugar. Some people add honey and maple syrup. Be wary when they say it's healthier. It's not really, you're still getting the same sugar content. And remember, natural doesn't always mean better, you're still getting sugar in it. But I guess if you're using honey and maple syrup, you're getting a little more nutrient contents than just white sugar. But do be wary when people claim something is healthy and something isn't healthy. Everything in moderation, right? Oh, before I forget, let's add the matcha, shall we? Because that's the whole point of this recipe. Future Tash voiceover here. I started with 1 teaspoonful, and as you can see I made the mistake of dumping it right into the mixture, which is a huge rookie mistake, especially for someone like myself that deals with matcha all the time. But do whisk it, because matcha clumps something terrible, so as you can see I've had to work quite hard to get out all the lumps. So my 2nd teaspoonful, and you're using 2 teaspoonfuls altogether of matcha, I have actually sifted it, and you can see how smooth it is and how much faster it was to whisk. Now it's time to prepare the bread. I've got 2 slices of thick shokupan here. This is Japanese milk bread, and I like it thick because we're going to need to make a dip in the bread to hold all that custard, and because they're thick, it's going to hold a lot of custard. So let's do that now. Before we make our divots though, I'm actually going to brush a little bit of melted butter over the edges so that they get extremely crispy and golden. I haven't seen anyone doing this. I haven't seen anyone doing this with their custard toasts. But whenever I make oven baked toast, I always brush the tops with butter and it makes it super crisp. So let's see how that works now. And I'm not going to do it right in the middle, because that's where we're going to put our custard, so it won't be crisp anyway. Just at the edges so we have a bit of contrast. Now to make the divots, we're going to take a spoon, and apparently all we need to do is this, press it down. This is actually working quite well. And I like this because we're not wasting any bread. We're keeping the bread in there, we're just smushing it down a bit. In some recipes, you'd have to take out the bread and hollow the centre for like bread soup bowls, but this one you keep the bread in. I like that. I also really like how, because the bread is so thick and solid, that the holes are naturally making square shapes. That's super satisfying. Nice! These are going to be the bowls for our custard. So let's put them on a baking sheet. Now all we need to do is spoon in that lovely custard. And you can see this is why it's a good idea to use Greek yogurt or something really thick like Greek yogurt, because it's already just about thinned enough because of the egg. You don't want it any thinner. And now before we bake these up, we're going to layer some fruits on. So I've got some strawberries and some blueberries, and I've halved the strawberries, and I'm just going to place them randomly. Ooh, Good thing I didn't slice the strawberries because these are quite deep, so they would end up sinking in. So a strawberry half for each. Let's see. Yeah, that works. Careful not to drop them completely in. Oh, remember I mentioned the overflow. Good thing I didn't put too much in. Feel free to use your favourite fruits, by the way. Raspberries and peaches and other soft things work well too. Alright, and let's bake these for about 12 to 15 minutes and we'll come back and see how that goes. And that's 15 minutes up on my end, so let's see what the score is. Check this out. Nice! Wow! I'm going to give it a quick jiggle. As you can see, the custard is set. I'm just going to let this cool down for 5 minutes and then we're going to dig in. And these look so pretty, guys, I can't resist. I'm going to put a little edible flower on each. This is totally optional, of course. And just take a look at these. Aren't they gorgeous? I cannot wait to eat these. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video and I hope you'll join me next Wednesday for my next one. Get the full recipe on my blog tashcakes.com and find me on Instagram as tashcakestaste. Take a moment to listen to this crunch. Oh, that was good. And this was genuinely delicious as well. And so easy too. Please do remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you'd like to see more. Give this video a like if you liked it to help other people find it. Comment down below if you'd like me to make anything in particular. And to help me keep on top of all of these TikTok trends. And I'll see you guys later. Be good, be nice, and have a good week.